Hi everyone, welcome to another episode by Poor Man Gamer. Today we're gonna go through some replays from the Diamond Blitz Valentine celebration. I was able to go 7-3. Two of the matches I got crushed and I had no chance. One of the match I probably could have won if I was a better player. 7-3 is not bad. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm gonna show you guys how to defend a Harvester Rush. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna watch two videos. Video breakdowns on how to defend against a Harvester Rush, and then two videos as to why I believe rushing Harvesters right in the beginning is not a great idea, right? And hopefully I'm going to be able to show you an example of how to pressure the enemy Harvester properly. So right in the beginning, I open with my Harvester. I have no idea what he's got at this time. And we're going to take a look here. I roll up my Rhino because most of the time I'm up against infantry units, right? Nothing too exciting right now. Out comes my Rhino and look at this, an Orca. So most people will pee their pants right now. Don't worry about it. It's just an Orca, right? I just do some damage on it as best as I can. I keep chasing it. I move my Harvester away, and I move my Rhino right in place to try to soak up some of his damage and to keep more damage on it. He should have attacked my Harvester instead of going after my Rhino. He's got so little health now, I'm able to roll it up. I know he takes time to charge. Again, I moved down my Harvester. I moved up my Pip-Boy. You can see there was a misfire there because it was out of the Orca's range, which was why it didn't fire. Right? Pretty cool, huh? I've never seen that before. And I didn't know that. So I was able to survive that early Harvester Rush. Knowing he rolled out with an Orca right in the beginning, it must have cost him a lot of Tiberium. I immediately take my Pip-Boys and I push back. So here's an example of when to pressure the enemy Harvester. Now, right? And I also want to keep this missile being charged up, because I know that he's going to have more Orcas coming down the pipeline, because he's already got an air deck. I'm standing on the missile tiles. I do not let it stall out whatsoever. And I just roll even more Pip-Boys because he hasn't shown me he's got any other units. I have no idea why he rolled his Harvester in the middle. I don't know what he's trying to accomplish with that besides feeding me. So I go ahead and roll up my Pip-Boys and I form the Great Wall. So for those of you who are Americans, that's your wall. Right? Personally, I think is the stupidest thing in the world, and I hope it never gets built. But hey, you know, not my country, right? So anyway, the rest of this match is nothing sexy to watch. He does something super hilarious, which is he rolls his Harvester all the way over to my side of the field, and he's harvesting on my side of the field. I don't know why. So, example of how to defend a Harvester Rush and why you shouldn't do it yourself, right? Don't rush Harvesters in the beginning. We're gonna go ahead now and watch a second replay. Where are you? Where are you? Here we go. We'll show you guys how to defend against a early Harvester Rush, and how to also pressure the enemy Harvester at the right time.
3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Sorry about the lag there, just a little bit, not great.
Building online.
Once again, I roll up my Harvester. Nothing special. I do notice that the tiles are lighting up. It's moving along pretty quickly. It seemed I didn't think it was gonna be a bike. He actually rose because he's not Nod, right? So interesting that he still uses a War Dog. A lot of advanced players have actually abandoned it. So here's how I did it. The Harvester can actually take a little bit of damage, right? So I actually go ahead and let it soak up some of the damage before I move my it away. The reason is because if he starts attacking my Rhino right away and he kills it off, I got nothing left to stop him, right? So I actually let him do a little bit of damage, and then I tile block him on the top, so his Pip-Boy cannot get to my Harvester. Once I take out one, I keep my Rhino where it is. I go ahead and move up both my Pip-Boys to try to squeeze him. I'm not concerned whatsoever about his War Dogs. It just died because something shot it. Right? And I'm able to survive this initial rush. Knowing how aggressively he pushed me right in the beginning and how quickly opened with a War Dog, it tells me that he probably started with a War Factory first. So I go ahead and just tile block him. right? I think I'm able to win this missile at this stage. Yep. So I go ahead and let him live because he's only got one shot. There you go. That takes care of him. And now is a good time to pressure the enemy harvester. I roll there, and of course there's no harvester. So now it put me in a bind because I was expecting a harvester, right? Take a look at here. He actually reacts pretty well. He finally picks up my harvester. I couldn't move my units there quick enough to defend it. Just check out what happens here. He's got 2 jump jet squads on the top. I have a predator tank. Rather than wasting my predator tank by moving it away because they're so quick anyway, I just go ahead and hammer his base a little more. Let him know, hey, I'm willing to apply pressure on you. It buys me time as well by leaving my tank there to roll out my shockwaves, and I'm going to slow it down here. So take a look at what happens. Right? Remember that stacking video I did earlier? If you haven't, in the description below, go watch it. I kernel charge my shockwave. I move my predator tank away, right? And by using that stacking method, I am able to rapidly take out all of his shockwave troops very, very, very quickly, right? And that was all in one motion, really, as they say. So that's how you use stacking to your advantage. The game actually draws out a little bit longer now. My mistake was I should have used my predator tank to stack on the bottom to take out his APCs earlier. I didn't. So again, defending that harvester, very, very important, right? I just chase him around a little bit because that missile is going down pretty quickly. It's being stalled out now. Not much action happening. I charge up my shockwave. He's sneaky. He actually successfully jumps on all 3 tiles. I'm not able to kill him off fast enough, and he was able to launch and win that second missile. Very, very heartbreaking that I couldn't end the match there and then. But as you can see, this guy knows what he's doing, right? So I'm going to speed up again. He's using his War Dogs. Even though they nerfed it, they still have quite a bit of health, and they're just really irritating. So I go ahead now, seeing that he doesn't have much on the field. I pressure his Harvester. I figured with the amount of units this guy has pumped out, that with the APCs, there's got to be a way to slow down his economy. And that's why I pressured his Harvester there and then. I also built up my own economy this whole time by playing very defensively, and I'm able to roll out a Mammoth Tank. Not all of us have a Mammoth Tank. I've got a level 8 because I got cards recently for it, which is why I'm rolling it out. And Mammoth Tanks have always been one of my favorite units from the Command & Conquers. They're so cool, right? They're so big, they're so slow, and they used to have the catchiest lines. So at this stage of the game, I really stopped caring about my Harvester. I just want my Shockwave there because I want to win this missile. I know he wants to jump on all 3 tiles again. I already own 2 of them. I'm able to jump on the 3rd, and fortunately able to get this win. And on the right-hand side, I just kept pressuring his Harvester. So, example again on how to defend your Harvester so you don't give the enemy an economic advantage. Now I'm going to show you an example where I got owned by somebody with basically all infantry, and he never built a Harvester because I decided to rush. And that was a very, very, very bad mistake on my part, right? And that's why I lost this match. This is the one match that I felt I had a legitimate shot at winning if I just play conservatively and stop playing like an idiot. So right away, I rolled my Pitbull. I don't see anything, and I go, oh, where's his Harvester? Is it there? Did he build it yet? No, he didn't. Right? So now, he's attacking my Harvester on the bottom. Look how many shots he gets on me. I start rolling out my Rhinos. For some reason, I have a brain fart, and I decide not to move my Pitbull to defend my Harvester, and I lose it. That was actually a very, very costly mistake. His infantry is able to gang up on me because I was so slow building my Harvester. I couldn't get my barracks up fast enough to use shockwaves to counter all his troops. By the time I do, he's got the map pretty much owned, right? As you can see in the bottom right, I have no economy right now because he never built a Harvester. So I just do what damage I can. I'm trying to save up. I'm waiting for his Lieutenant Strongarm to die. And look how much advantage he has. So here's another mistake I made. I overcommitted on a unit. My jump jet troops should have been enough to take out his tank. I should have known that, and I should have rolled out a shockwave this time. But because I rolled out a jump jet troop by accident, or not accident, it doesn't really matter. I made a mistake, right? I am now completely worthless against all of his troops. He rolls out, tile blocks me. He still has not built a Harvester, game's over, and I lose this match badly because I had a bad rush. He never built a harvester, and I died. So this is why I don't recommend harvester rush in the beginning. It's foolish unless you've got really high level starting units. And I'm going to show you one more match here. He's got maxed out level 11s and 10s. I don't. Some of mine are just level 10. I just got there. Some of them are level 9s, right? I'm going to show you the entire map so you can see what he did versus what I did. So I'm on the left hand side. He's on the right hand side. He rushes immediately with his infantry. This is a very common rush, and it works against infantry. Remember, at this stage I'm 6 and 2, right? I think. So I've got or 6 and 3. I've got a few wins, right? So this guy must have won a few matches like this as well. I did not build my harvester this time. I actually rolled up with my rhino, and instead I didn't use it to rush. I was just scared I was gonna get rushed, right? Every single time that his jump jet comes down to try to shoot my rhinos, I focus fire on his jump jet. He's bouncing it back and forth thinking I'm gonna not pay attention and focus my fire on his shockwave. I don't chase his shockwave troops. I'm just keeping an eye on what's going on, right? I'm trying to build up an economy to roll out a harvester. He probably should have rolled out a harvester, and this time, his mistake, he rolled out a war factory. No harvester, right? Bad mistake on his part. I roll out mine because I see that he's got nothing, right? And this whole time I'm keeping that missile charge. So I'm on 2 tiles. I basically parked my harvester there to tile block him so he can't stall it out. Ah, that's what he was doing. He decided a Mohawk would be a good idea. So I'm going to show you guys how I use some good micro here to stop his Mohawk. I sent my Pitbull over to attack his Mohawk, my best anti-air. He's attacking my Pitbull. I roll my Pitbull to the top, so I'm still doing damage. I move away, so now he'll focus fire on my Rhino instead. Then I come right back, and he can't target my Pitbull, and that Pitbull takes him out. Because I was able to micro it that way, I saved my Pitbull to kill his Mohawk, right? And you're gonna see later, you know, that actually made a big difference. So I lose my Pitbull here now, but it's okay because it was already so low health. I was able to take out his Mohawk, right? So here comes his Mohawk again. A level 11 Mohawk can actually be pretty scary. I gang up on him with my Pitbulls. The reason a Pitbull is my favorite unit in the GDI deck is because you can attack on the move. So as you can see, he still hasn't had any success now. He's thrown everything he has to try to snipe my Harvester. I keep tile blocking him so he doesn't even get off a shot against my Harvester. And at this stage of the game, I'm thinking, where is he getting all this economy from? Right? I'd rush over. He didn't have one. He never built a Harvester. I just go ahead and rush my Pitbulls in and the game's over. And so those are great examples there of why you on how to defend Harvester Rush, and also examples of why you shouldn't do a rush. So thank you guys for watching. The clan still has lots of positions. Just look for Poor Man Gamer. And as always, have a wonderful day. Take care.